All right, friends. So excited to be joining you guys today for Cop Kit Thursday. We are in the process of sharing with you guys this month the road trip kit, which was brand new. It just came out last Friday. We're going to do a weekly setup. You guys seemed to like that last week. So I'm going to dive in and do another setup with you again this week. We'll probably continue to use the Brain Dump Weekly as the layout style just because that's what I'm going to be using. And it makes the most sense for me. But I will venture into thinking about other ways that I can share other things with you. But we are using the 2024 July road trip kit. I am going to tell you that I'm going to use a couple of different elements today. So I'm going to use paper element, and you will notice that I have fussy cut out of here. So let me show you what this is. This fussy cut was not my idea. If you your brand ambassador is Teresa Stone. She's brilliant. So this is what she fussy cut out of that particular picture. And then I just added this phrase on the other side. I don't think I'm quite done with it. I think I'm going to do some stuff with the stencil, but this is where I landed for this particular thing. So that's what was missing out of this paper is this fussy cut. But I think today I'm going to fussy cut around these mountains. We're going to use the post-it notes, and then we're going to use the stencil that actually came with this one, which is the arrow stencil. So let's get started. I'm going to start where I always start, and that is building my layout over here. And I think this time I'm actually going to do it with a Staedtler fine liner instead of using my black, which I usually use black, but you guys are going to get a look at my actual planning part that I do while I'm planning as I get this part figured out. So it's just 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then I know it's 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so there is our midpoint. If you're popping in, say hey. I'd love to chat with you. Sometimes I get lonely when I'm setting up my planner, and then I feel like I'm talking to myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for this layout, if you're using the bullet journal, or excuse me, the Brain Dump Weekly, you are looking at in the extra large, we are 20 long and 10 wide, and we just do 3 columns of this. And we're going to take a space in the middle, one little space, and then start the next set to create that. And then, hey, Mandy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we do the next one. So the journal that I showed you had the layout in it. That is my conference journal, and I'm getting so excited for conference, getting all set up. That will be the next road trip that I will be on. What are some fun road trips that you have done in the past? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably my favorite road trip of the year is when we go to conference. We did it last year. It was so much fun. And the 3 of us got into a whole lot of giggles for sure. I'm not quite sure if it's because we were tired or what the case. And I realized that I went too far on my bottom piece there. That's okay. That's what whiteout is for, friends. Or pencils. If you do it with a pen, then be prepared to use whiteout. And if you do it with a pencil, then you can erase it. I opted not to use a pencil this time, and therefore I will be using whiteout to fix the bottom of my, maybe I'll use whiteout. Maybe I'll just utilize the stencil and I'll just draw something in there and then it won't matter. So, yeah, we always giggle a lot. We had a lot of giggles going on. A lot of giggles. So, here is a layout. Can you believe we are on to July already? Holy cow. Okay, so I drew with a blue. I think I'm going to use green. And there is a lot of green. If you've seen the journal sticker sheet that goes with this, oh my gosh, it's so cute. This chameleon, he's just adorable. I love him. So I'm just going to use this up here. We're going to put Monday. And you will notice that I use the same handwriting every single time. I very rarely venture away from Wednesday is my middle son's 18th birthday. So that's 3. Thursday is the 4th of July, which reminds me I should probably get out some July 4th stickers. Friday the 5th, and then Saturday and Sunday. Isn't it it just blows my mind how fast time goes, because we're doing the first full week of July. Oh, that's what we're planning for right now, is the full week of July. It's crazy to me. I think I want to do this. Oh yes, this is fun. This makes me happy. And that means I'm probably going to want to outline my boxes too. Sometimes the decoration part of it just comes to me while I'm decorating. I'm like, oh, let's do that. That looks fun. And that's how it happens. In this case, this is exactly how it happens. And then I go, oh, I like that. Let's do it like this. So we're going to do over the top of, because why not? I really like these colors. I know they don't necessarily go with the mountain thing we got going on, but I do have an orange marker, so that we're gonna bring that orange into the playing field as well. And the other thing that I like about like this part where I'm outlining over the top of it, it does not have to be perfect. One trick I did learn in doing these kind of setups, and maybe this will help you as well, that when you are trying to make a straight-ish line, it's easier to move lock your wrist and move your full pen like this than it is to try to use the pen and bend your wrist. So you'll notice that when I'm drawing a straight line, I lock my wrist and I just pull my wrist down the paper, because the line is going to be straighter that way. And I'll do it going this way as well. And it helps you have a straighter line than if you try to bend your wrist to draw the line. I actually was following a bullet journal who taught me that trick, which I thought was super helpful, because I always had problems with like locking my hand and then trying to go like that and create a straight line. And I promise you, it doesn't work very well. So if you get nothing out of today's drawing and doodling and doing fun, then just know that is your tip for the day. lock your wrist and draw your full arm down the side of the paper for you to have a straighter line. All right. So let's see what's next. What's next is I want to add this mountain scene on this side, but you will see that I've fussy cut some of it already because I cut the car out of it. So I'm just going to fussy cut around this mountain scene and then determine how much of it I want to keep on the corner of my page. What I do know is that this is the first of the month. First of the month for me as a business owner is a way more things. So I don't want to take up a lot of space on my planning part, like where I take notes and stuff, create my to-do list, because I probably have a lot of things going on. So I want to be very mindful of that. Some days it's not as bad and I can just use whatever I want to use. And I want to do that, but we're going to like drop it way down here. So let me get my paper cutter and we're going to cut off this piece right here. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to throw it away, because I could then also fussy cut around. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't want to get rid of this paper because I can fussy cut around this part. And so then I'm still keeping with what I have going on there. Okay, so yes, I like that. And I wanted to use this, but I might not now because I didn't want a whole lot. I need to have more planning space. So I was going to use this. Maybe I won't. Oh, maybe you know what I'll do is I'll cut the, and then Mandy was showing me this earlier. She cut the car off and then she used this as the sun. And so like I could do this part and put the sun behind. Yes, that's what we're going to do. And then we can put the car over here. In fact, that's exactly what she did. Yeah, see, she's even telling me, cut out the car. More fussy cutting, friends, more fussy cutting. All right, here we go. So I'm going to keep this piece of paper because I can use it. And then we're going to use the full piece of this because I like this saying. So we're going to cut around the car, but it doesn't have to be super exact because we're going to be tucking it back behind. I just have to find the right placement because I want to be able to see the words. That's it, friends. That's where I'm going to put it. Okay, so I'm going to start by attaching some tape on this piece so that I can see where I want to put it so I don't forget. And then you will also notice that my corner is hanging off the edge right here. Right? See how it's hanging off the edge? That's okay. We're going to cut that off. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to tip it over. We're going to add our tape. Mandy, she's like, ha ha, I got you to do something. Yes, Mandy, you did. Okay, we're going to put this down here along the bottom. There we go. Oh, that's very cute. I love that so much. Okay. I have a little bit of glue right there. It's okay. All right, now we're going to, before I forget, I'm going to trim around the edge of my corner. There we go. And then maybe I'll just put the car right here. Hold on, I got to do some quick fussy cutting around my car. If you guys have never done fussy cutting, it can be very aggravating. In fact, this car's going to lose an antenna because I am not fussy cutting around the antenna. Forget that noise. There we go. So no music for the bug. It doesn't get to listen to no music while it's, so better bring your Bluetooth phone adapter. That's all I'm saying. If you're traveling in this VW, that's your only option for music is that's why it's called, yes, it's called fussy cutting because it's annoying. Better bring your patience. That's all I'm saying. If you're fussy cutting, you better bring your patience. You know what I'm going to do with this? Hold on. I had another thought just while I was putting this. You know, I'm going to give you all the tricks in this one. And then what am I going to do for the next 4 weeks of planning with you guys? You're going to have all the fun in this one. And then you're not going to want to come back and do the next ones. I'll have to think of something else that's clever. It all started from one piece of paper, though. See, sometimes that's all it takes is you get one piece of paper that has got your inspiration on it, and you're like, "Ooh, yes, that's what we're gonna run with," and then you just let it take you wherever. And then I'm at the end of this, and there's not a lot of places for me to hang on to, which is really frustrating. Okay, there we go. That's our fussy cut. I'll pull my garbage can over here. I have a thought. Where is my kit? There we go. I want to see what stickers I have left on my regular sticker sheet before I go to my journal page. I do not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my sticker sheet. Whoa, pulled my Friday sticker right off my sticker sheet. That's weird. Okay, we're going to go here, and I want to put one of our little friends in the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this side panel off because that's like would be the other side of the car. And I'm going to put one of our little lizards. Make your own music. So I got to find the right... Oh my gosh, there's so many cute chameleons. He actually looks like he's driving the car. He's facing the wrong way. He could almost work. He's too little, facing the wrong. I think I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to put him right here. I'm going to put this little guy driving the car. So I got to get him down here. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. All right, hold on. This is going to take a minute because I don't want to get adhesive all over my journal. And I want to make sure that the car sticks. He's going to be so cute driving his little car. Look at my little chameleon. He's driving a car. Yes. My son's like, I don't care, Mom. Can I have a soda? All right. Let go of me. All right. There's our little guy. He's driving the car. A little more adhesive up here. There we go. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I want to take the arrow stencil that we have. He's so cute. And we're going to actually create a border with the arrows. And I think I'm just going to do around the side. Again, I want to make sure that I leave myself enough planning room. So we're just going to like go around and add in some fun arrows, and then we'll color them in. And then I'm going to use my Staedtler fine liners for this. So I have 4 colors. which we've done the green and blue already. So I'm going to start with pink and orange, and then I have some markers to color in them as well. So we'll go with that. So we're just going to outline the stencil. And what you can do is leave the stencil down there and then you can color it in. I am going to opt not to do that because it will get ink on the inside of my stencil, and then the ink will transfer to the next marker. So if you care about your markers at all, you will be very cautious about using them. Like with a broad tip marker, if I was to go inside of it, it would have that ink transfer over, and then when you use the next broad tip marker on there, it would cause the ink to transfer to the marker. So just something to be mindful of. Anytime that I'm using the acrylic stencils and my broad tip markers, I always like to keep a tissue handy so that I can wipe off the edges. So that's usually what I'm using it for, is on the edges. So we're going to use the orange next. I'm not so worried about that with my Staedtlers because actually the tip point is not really touching the stencil itself. Use this. Zigmaka. So fun. This is definitely not a normal type layout that I would do. I mean, this part is the normal, but like these bright, vivid colors, I wouldn't necessarily do, but the chameleons are just too cute that I couldn't. I could not do it. Use our green. And I think I'm going to use this green as opposed to the neonish green that I used before. This one's a little more subtle. This is more like the chameleon green color. This one's almost teal though. See, it's more like this color right here. I think what I want to do too is add some dimension to the arrows. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that in a second. We'll go back with our Staedtlers and I'll show you how to add some dimension to it. And then blue. Let's see this one. Not quite ready for that yet, I don't think. Let's see, how much room do I need for this? Oh, maybe I can do this one. Yeesh. We'll do this one for the corner. The good news is you can flip your stencils whichever way you want to. And I'm going to use this blue instead of the other blue just so that I can incorporate some different colors in here. Actually, I think I went off the page a little bit on this one. Oh well. Isn't it fun? Yeah, definitely not something I would normally do, these colors, but I mean, why the heck not? It's adorable. All right, we'll do some pink. Let's see, what do I want to? Oh, let's do this one. There we go. Like this. Oh, look at that. I even didn't use my Staedtler that time. I used my marker. I think I'll go back over it because I don't like that it's the same color. Isn't it fun, Mandy? It's good. You're going to want to go do yours next. I know that this is going to be a lot of what our our layouts look like in our conference journal, at least for 1 or 2 days. Let's see. Let's do a short one this time, and we are on orange. See, we brought in some of this orange color in here with this marker. Then, go this way this time. I'm going to start off where we left off. We'll use the green. And this will be our last arrow. Okay, and my green marker. It's this one. And then we'll go back and add a little bit of shading to our arrows so they don't look so flat on the paper. Make them pop off a little bit. And then we can go over and do some fun on our page over here. I definitely want to put some 4th of July stuff in there. On the 4th of July. I don't need to do a lot of planning. I do have one activity happening that day for business related stuff, but the rest of it is open. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your Studler or your base one, and we're going to add like some 3-dimensional part of it. So I'm going to pull the tips off of here like at an angle. And oops. There we go. We're going to go like this. And then this off here, and then we're going to go alongside of it, not like way out super far. And then you're just going to go bing, 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 bing. Gives it that nice 3-dimensional, so your arrow doesn't look so flat. So it looks kind of like that. All right, we're going to do this one. Draw to the corners. Draw to the corner. Wasn't out far enough. There we go. Draw to this corner. And this does not have to be exact, right? And then we're just going to draw little lines. And this gives it that a little bit of shadow, a little bit of 3-dimension. Allows it to pop off the paper just a little bit. And we'll grab our orange. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Oops, I need to go this way. Ooh. Ooh. And that would be my dryer singing, so just disregard the lovely lullaby. I almost got these arrows too close to each other. Well. Now, can you guys see that? Okay, Mandy, can you see what I'm doing, or do I need to get a little bit closer so that it's a little more visible. So I can move it if I need to. I can move the camera down. We're just adding in our blue shadow. Okay, cool. And then we'll do our green one, and then we'll go over and play over here in the other one. Whoop. This one's going to be a little harder because it's at a weird angle. Normally I would just move my book, but because you guys are watching, I can't really do that. So that doesn't look fantastic, but it is what it is. Okay, so that leaves me plenty of room for planning and such. I did say that I wanted to fix this down here. So we're going to do that with our arrows, I think. I just have to figure out how I want to do it. There we go. All right, we're going to use this. So this is me covering up a boo-boo. Hopefully you guys can see the boo-boo I'm covering up here. And then I think I'm actually going to color it in with this too because it's a little bit darker. And you would still be able to see the marks if I didn't. So I'm going to color it in with this fine liner real fast. This is not ideal, but we're covering up a mistake, so we're going to make it work. Plus, I wanted to do the blue because it's the blue line, but also because it fits well with 4th of July. Whoop. So I'm going to grab my sticker book because I have some 4th of July stickers in there, I'm pretty sure. There, now you can't even tell. And we'll still do our little 3-dimensional part. And draw our lines. And then you won't even know that this was not intentional. Which is what I love about. Ta-da! There we go. See, all fixed. All right, let me grab my sticker book. And see what 4th of July stickers I have. Let me go to my July. And see what I have for 4th of July stickers. So. So I think, oops, that came off of there. That's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be over here. All right. So I have, oh, look, I have one that actually says July 4th. Ooh, I like this too, though. So we might have to do some layering. Because I'm only planning one thing for that day, I just need to make sure that I leave room for that. And then we're going to do watch fireworks. And I think I'm going to do... It's hard to pick sometimes. Sometimes. Let's use this pen. Thank you, Marcy. And where's that to-do list thingy at here? Hold on. This sticker does not want to stick. Stay. I'm gonna do to-do, and then add this pen like that. All right, layering. There we go. All right, the last thing that I want to do is add my boxes, my planning boxes. So let me figure out where I put that stencil, because if you were to look at my desk right now, you would probably laugh because I have a bazillion things laying on my desk. It's a bit of a crafter math right now. All right, so let's start with let's do pink. Why the heck not? So we're going to do pink boxes. We're going to get all the colors in here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to come back and do the lines in a second. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And this is just like the Brain Dump Weekly, right? 3. I'm only going to put 1 on Thursday the 4th because I only have 1 activity happening that day. And then the rest of the time I'm going to just be lounging around, hanging out with my family for 4th of July. And then I need my long one. And maybe we'll use the orange to do this. There, then I've used all of the colors even in the planning portion. And I kind of got to change my view here so I can see what I'm doing. One, 2. And 3. And then we'll do 2. This one. And this one. And this one. And this one. There we go. I think this needs another gecko or another chameleon. And I think he needs to be right here. Getting ready for the 4th of July. All right, you guys, that is it. Hopefully you have had some fun doing this with me. You got to do all kinds of things. We did some fussy cutting. We did some stickers. We took apart the sticky notepad. We used stencils, and we drew our layout for the month or for the week. So I think we've pretty much covered it all, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for Cop Kit Thursday, and I will see you guys all soon. Bye.